It's such a pleasure to meet you all. How are you today?
Good. How you
Amazing.
doing,
How
man?
are you?
I'm doing very, very well. I really appreciate you all taking time to chat. I had so much fun with this movie. You guys are in my favorite scene of the film, which I
Oh,
think you're going to hear a lot today, which is the raft scene with the T-Rex, which is incredible. But the movie's so much fun, and you guys are really great in it. But I think what's so great about it is the chemistry you guys have. There's this genuine bond between your characters that feels so authentic and it feels so entertaining to explore. I'm curious to know what all of your processes were in sort of finding that chemistry with each other.
yeah.
I'd say it came pretty easily.
Mhm.
Whenever I think we all met each other, it kind of clicked very fast, and so it went into these roles really good of finding where we can just make some stuff a little bit more funny because we have that connection.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
Mhm.
Just
Yeah.
feeling like the liberty and space to be able to play around with one another, I think was really important to everybody.
Hmm.
It's incredible. And I mean, Gareth is such a visual director, and this movie looks incredible. But I think a big part of that is the filming on location, like being in these sorts of really immersive locations. I'm curious to know what that does for you as actors. Like when you are on these sets, these incredible landscapes, how does that help you find aspects of your characters? And Luna, if you want to jump in on that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that it's, because like in a movie like Jurassic, obviously you're surrounded by such fantastical, ferocious sort of situations. You're around these massive monsters and you're around these insane waterfalls and you're in the mud and you're in the rain and you're doing all of this stuff. And it's so big and scary. And then you actually get there and you're like, oh my gosh, this is exactly how everything is minus the T-Rex. So it's like it's all real, except for our one big thing, the dinosaur. So, being able to have the opportunity to just like actually be on set, not in a studio that's cold with AC, actually being able to like be in Thailand in the mud with all the sweat. It just makes the whole thing just so much more real.
It looks incredible. Audrina, David, do you want to add anything to that about how that helps your characters?
Yeah, yeah, I'd say it did really help though because this is the first featured film for me. So having all of this is amazing for a first, and seeing that they actually put some effort into it, and almost everything was shot on location.
Yeah.
So that was definitely cool to experience with everybody.
So incredible. And I'm a huge fan of Jurassic Park, which I'm sure you guys are, and I'm sure many people have said today. So when I heard the John Williams score come in and how it was used in the film, I obviously got floods of nostalgia in it, and it felt so cool. And I'm sure a lot of people have asked, sort of, what was it like seeing Jurassic Park for the first time? But I'm curious to more know what sort of comes into your head when you hear that score, when you hear that iconic John Williams score. What's that first image that sort of comes into your mind? And if David, you want to start with that one?
Yeah, it's kind of a basic answer, but I feel like it's when John Hammond initially introduces them when they first see the dinosaurs when Alan Grant and Dr. Sattler and all of them are there and he takes off I don't know if he takes off his glasses, but
It's like the welcome
welcome
to
to
Jurassic.
Jurassic Park, and you see just the grand spectacle of like these ferocious beasts that are
Yeah.
just like, and their scale juxtaposed to the humans. I don't know. I feel like in our movie, I think it mimics that a little bit too. And anytime that, I think they save it and they savor it every time they use John
Yeah.
Williams' score.
I mean, also, it's like the fact that I'm such a nerd when it comes to this guy, but to be able to have Alexander Desplat and his, wizardry just is so unbelievable. He's such a master at his craft, and I think he did such an amazing, beautiful job with this film. And to be able to have, I think our theme of this movie is very special and different as well, which is like really, really cool and darker, which the movie is. I Alexander just did such an amazing job, and to incorporate, John Williams' original theme, he just turned it into just magic. And like you said, right when you hear that and you feel it, you just get full goosebumps, and
Yeah.
you're there on a journey that no one's gonna forget.
I saw it in a Dolby Atmos theater, so when it really comes across,
Wow.
it was like Oh, it was incredible. How
Oh
about
my
you,
gosh,
Adrena?
I'm waiting.
Wait,
I'm waiting to
ah,
see it in a Dolby Atmos because the sound
so
is
good.
just so crazy. Yeah, that must have been amazing.
Totally.
It was incredible. And how about you, Adrena? When you hear that music for the first time, is there an image that pops into your head?
I'd say it's the welcome to Jurassic
Yeah,
Park. It's just
iconic.
it's so iconic.
Yeah.
So it's something you can always remember. And actually, Brashear, one of the castmates, got us a little box, and it
Oh
like
yeah.
does the theme song.
Yeah, that's
And
sweet.
it's so sweet. I remember because Manuel cried looking at it because it was our wrap gift, and it was just
It
amazing.
was sweet. We also, I remember we were doing a night shoot in Thailand and we were on a boat to get to the location. And I remember we were just on this little speedboat driving into the set and you could see all the cranes and you could see the red smoke and you could see the fog. And I think David just started playing the theme and it was like, oh my God, like we're filming this movie.
What an incredible experience. It just like as a Jurassic Park fan, just to be on that set would be truly incredible. And like I said, seeing it like in a Dolby Atmos theater and it was on a huge screen, the immersiveness of the location and the score, it just reminds me like, especially Gareth Edwards, he's such a cinematic director. He's so good at creating these
Yeah.
cinematic spectacles. I'm curious to know for each of you, is there a cinema experience? Is there a moment, whether it was a movie or a certain scene, that has stood out to you as a most memorable moment in the cinema?
Oh, like
Great
in
question.
cinema, like in general?
Yeah. That's a
Yeah,
great-
just one time you've been sitting in there and you've just gone, oh wow, this is why I love movies.
I got
Ooh.
an answer. When I saw it's yeah, I don't know, it's probably a little bit of a whatever. I'm not gonna it's whatever. I saw Avengers Endgame.
I knew
Uh,
he was gonna say
yes.
Avengers. I knew you were gonna say
Yes.
Avengers.
It's that moment when Captain America picks up Thor's hammer for the first time. I will never, ever, ever get that feeling again. I don't think I remember my whole theater like erupted, and I've been growing up with these movies my whole life, and to be able to just like be so present in that moment with the rest of these people, strangers that I was watching with, that's like a completely unforgettable. I'll never forget. It's very valuable.
It's gave me
memory.
chills. I remember that too.
Dude, you
Yeah, it's
remember?
incredible. Yeah, I remember. I remember.
So many. I am a full cinephile, so I've seen like every movie on the planet.
I love it.
But I will say, oh my God, it's so hard. There's so many moments for me. But if we, you know what, if we're gonna like stay in the realm of like trilogy, big blockbuster, which because I could name like 1,000, I have to give it again to my man Alexander Desplat, Deathly Hallows Part 2, when they're doing the battle of Hogwarts, and they're all just it's silent, and you just hear begin, and oh my
Yeah.
God, and it just refines. It's just so amazing, and like they just start running towards each other, and you hear the oh my God, it's so good. It's giving me chills. It's like amazing. I remember watching that for the first time, being like, oh, it's so crazy because it's so amazing when you see something when you know what a journey it's about to go on.
Yeah.
It's like the beginning
Yes.
of the end, but it's just such the beginning. It's like it's so good.
Yeah.
And for you, Adrena, what's that favorite movie moment?
Favorite movie moment is so the thing is still in the PG kind of movies right now.
Sure.
So,
There's some good PG movies out there though.
You know, I haven't gotten to the level where it's gonna be super drama, but
It's okay. There's so many movies that are amazing.
yeah, there
A
is
lot
still.
of animation movies that are incredible. That
Oh
give
yeah,
chills.
I loved The Wild Robot. That was
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
an
God,
amazing
yes.
movie.
Yes, I don't know
Oscar
why I
winning.
cried
Oscar
watching that
winning,
one,
yeah.
but I think that was just amazing movie in general. There's like nothing I can
Yeah.
pinpoint because it was all
Yeah,
really
yeah.
Yeah, incredible.
Good answer.
Really.
Audrina, I'm a 30-year-old man and I cried in The Wild Robot too. So it's an incredible film. So, hey guys, that's my time. Thank you so much for chatting. Like I said, I really enjoyed the film. I thought you were all great in the film. I'm a Jurassic fan. So to see this world continue is incredible. And for you guys to be a part of it, I'm excited to see what comes next in this world. So thank you for your time and I hope we get to do it again
Thank
too.